Okay, so I had to go find out because I'm not a language arts teacher. Apparently, you're going to open a Word document in Office 365, save it as a mock test. I will type these directions in the chat. So you do have to make it in a Word document, save it to your Office 365, and then submit it to the assignment.
Hello, Fire Ant Plays here. Subscribe to my channel and I will make more cool videos like gaming and more fun stuff, but I am more into gaming now. Let's get back into the video.
Okay, so I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just posted directions in the chat from what I could gather by talking to the teachers in the who are administering the test. It says you're supposed to go to your language arts teacher's class in Canvas, read the passage, and respond to the prompt, and your teacher might have it as a text entry, or you might have to upload a Word document. So whatever your language arts teacher told you and whatever you have available. So if you can upload it as a text entry, do that. If you have to attach a Word document, do that.
My bad for the music. Let's just get the auto reader out, shall we? I just realized this is an auto reader. My bad, Chief. On a steamy July afternoon in 1911, American explorer Hiram Bingham pushed aside a tangle of undergrowth and stared. For long weeks he had scoured the sweltering jungles of eastern Peru for clues. A casual remark from a native farmer. The hint of a trail long unused. A glimpse of pale stone through the trees. All were ghosts of an ancient Inca One city lost among the soaring peaks of the Andes Mountains long ago. Now, some 2,000 feet above the rushing Urubamba River. Bingham was at last face to face with the find he had been seeking. 2. Suddenly I found myself confronted with the walls of ruined houses built of the finest quality of Inca stonework, he recorded later. It was hard to see them, for they were partly covered with trees and moss. The growth of centuries. Bingham stared in amazement at the walls of white granite ashlars, stone building blocks, carefully cut and exquisitely fitted together. The larger stones appeared to weigh 10 to 15 tons. How had they been moved? Did they stay together without the application of mortar? 3. Bingham, his 9-year-old native guide, and his military escort swarmed over the ruins. The explorer gaped in awe at a huge altar carved from the mountainside itself, the Intihuatana, or hitching post of the sun. He marveled at El Torreon, a graceful semicircular tower. A pair of 3-sided temples with triple windows held him spellbound. Bingham methodically snapped photos, scribbled notes, and sketched maps. All the while his hopes rose. Had he found it? Could these long-forgotten ruins be the remains of Vilcabamba, the last capital of the Inca? Why did you leave? We was getting to the good part. Look.
What the fuck?
Yo, Fire Ant, please stay with the copying the memes on YouTube. I mean, stop.
Now it's my turn for reading. Yes, you do see my logo asterisk. AKA the video is sponsored by. Bingham was not the first white man to examine the Inca civilization. After its takeover by the Spanish conqueror Francisco Pizarro in the 1530s, men like Pedro Cieza de Leon, a soldier, and Father Bernabé Cobo, a Jesuit missionary, recorded their impressions of Inca rituals, social structure, and engineering. Bingham's fascination had begun as a professor of Latin American history at Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut. The present expedition had been funded by his former classmates, who wanted to solve a 400-year-old mystery, the location of Vitcos, or Vilcabamba. This city was the secret stronghold built by the Inca ruler Manco II after he fled the Spanish conquest in 1535. Asterisk. Yo, my bad. Bingham now believed that he had found it, but not for long. Only a few days later, he came upon a larger set of ruins, some 60 miles away. This site, Bingham decided, must really be Vilcabamba. His earlier discovery was dubbed Machu Picchu, after the mountain over whose ridge it sprawled. Soon afterward, Bingham uncovered a third set of ruins, called Vilcabamba Viejo, the Old, at Espiritu Pampa. The following summer, Bingham returned to Machu Picchu careful digging. Around its ruins yielded scores of Inca graves, some stone dishes, and several bronze implements. Tantalizing clues, yes, but intriguing questions remained. What Inca chief had built Machu Picchu? When? Why? Bingham himself died uncertain as to which of his 3 discoveries had been that lost Inca capital.